Dear student, good morning to all of you. Today's our topic is lifetime measurement for excited states. We already studied in photochemistry unit number first inorganic special paper 7th B. Today is our topic lifetime measurement for excited states. We know that ground state and excited states. In ground states accept some radiations and goes to excited states. Lifetime of excited states are in the range from picosecond, that is the pico means 10 is to power minus 20, 10 is to power minus 12 second, that is the picosecond, 10 is to power minus 12. You know that deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, atto. This is the 10 is to power 12 known as pico. To few microsecond, micro that is 10 is to power minus 6. Deci, centi, milli, micro. Micro means 10 is to power minus 6. Nano 10 is to power minus 9. And pico 10 is to power minus 12. Lifetime is excited states can be measured by some techniques. First is the spectroscopically. We use in spectrophotometer for Beer and Lambert law. In types of the measurement, we use also spectrophotometer, spectroscopically, technique spectroscopically by measuring the natural line width of spectral line originating by transition from ground state to excited state. Lifetime is excited state can be measured. For instance, if line width for transition between ground state to excited state is 0.053 per centimeter, then delta E is energy change and delta T is time change is equals to h upon 4 pi. Here is the Planck constant and pi is also a constant. That is according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Here delta is uncertainty of energy, that is excited state, and delta T uncertainty in lifetime or excited state. Hence H delta nu into delta T is equals to h upon 4 pi. Because we know that E is equals to h nu, then delta E is equals to h delta nu. E is equals to h nu is equals to Planck equation, or delta nu into delta T is equals to 1 upon 4 pi, or delta T is equals to 1 upon 4 pi delta nu, and next delta nu is equals to C nu bar, and delta nu is equals to C delta nu bar. Here delta T is equals to tau, that lifetime of the excited state. Tau is equals to 1 upon 4 pi C delta nu bar. If line width is 0.053 per centimeter, then 1 upon tau is equals to tau. Here is the lifetime of excited state. So tau is equals to 1 upon 4 pi and C 3 into 10 to power 10 centimeter per second, and delta nu bar is equals to 0.53 per centimeter. After solve 5 into 10 to power minus 10 second and 50 picosecond. According to spectroscopically, tau value examined by spectroscopically. Now we go to next method through laser plus technique. If incident photon comes in contact with a molecule which is already excited, then stimulated emission can occur and light beam gains intensity as a result of which laser is produced. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Laser products intense and coherent beam. Laser principle was given by Charles Townes and A. Bosow in association with N. Prokhorov independently in 1950, who shared Nobel Prize in 1964 in discipline of physics. Laser plus comes into operation when there is population inversion in absorbing medium, which indicates that there are more in molecules in upper energy state than in lower energy state of the molecule of absorbing medium. Population inversion can be achieved by using high intensity light sources of proper frequency, as incident radiation stimulates emission of photons from the upper state at the same rate at which they were absorbed by lower state during population inversion. Three kind of energies are involved. First, radiation energy, second is collision energy, and third is the chemical energy. And population inversion occur in the system having 3 or 4 energy levels. In 3 energy level system, correct frequency populated energy level 3 and process is called as optical pumping. If then the system decay to energy level 2, population inversion occur between energy level 2 and 1. Here is optical pumping, and third is fast decay, and first is optical inversion. Population inversion laser occur more efficiently in system 4 with 4 energy level, hence system is raised energy level 3 by optical pumping, and decay energy level 2, and population inversion occur between energy level 2 and 1 is given in the next figure. The energy required for population inversion may be supplied by electrical discharge or chemical reaction. By using rate constant, the photochemical reaction. For this method, see rule constant and their reaction relation with the lifetime or reactive excited states. Now we discuss flash photolysis. A flash photolysis light of high intensity lasting number of microseconds indicates who reaction mixture. Thus reactive intermediate are produced in very high concentrations, which may dissociates. Their rate of decay may be measured by various methods, particularly spectroscopically. Here this is the dinitro 3,5 dinitro-anisole proceeds this reaction. First is in between the transition state. Stopped flow technique. Stopped flow technique is used the chemical kinetics and fast reaction solution. After mixing of 2 or more solutions reactants, they are studied by the technique spectroscopy or scattering radiations. In this technique, daytime the noted which is the between end of mixing the solution and the beginning of the observation kinetic of the solution. The daytime of the stopped flow apparatus is usually 1 to 3 millisecond, but few advanced instruments have daytime 0.3 to 0.6 milliseconds also. Stopped flow instrument may be coupled in circular dichrome spectrometer or as fluorescence spectrometer or protein folding studies the observing unfolding and the refolding proteins. Now we discuss in quenched flow techniques may also be used in which the reaction is stopped after certain time has passed after mixing. This process is known as the quenching and may be achieved by the process like first is the mixing of some other solutions. This process is known as the chemical quenching. Second is the by quickly lowering the temperature, which known as the freeze quenching, and third is the by exposure of the reaction mixture in certain wavelength in light. Optical quenching techniques. Three types of the techniques. Instrument of the stopped flow techniques. A basic stopped flow apparatus used the dry motor to rapidly fire two solutions through different syringes together into the mixing device. These solutions then flow into the observation cell, displacing the previous contents with freshly mixed reactants. A stopped syringe is used to limit the volume of syringe expanded with each experiment and also to abruptly stop the flow. The flow of solution into the stop syringe causes the plunger to move back and trigger the data collection, and fresh reactants into the observation cell are illuminated by a source of light, and the change in notes as function of times in optical properties like absorbance, fluorescence, turbidity, light scattering, fluorescence, anisotropy, etc. The change in any these properties is displayed by a system of detector which can be mounted either parallel or perpendicular to the path of incoming light depending upon which optical properly it is to measured. In SF 2004 series of stopped flow 3 detectors, 2 is the perpendicular and 1 is in line with the incident light are used. These three detection allow the simultaneous determination of the data. The application of the stopped flow techniques. First is the in study of the protein folding, and third is the in study of the chemical kinetics and study of the chemical kinetics of the complexes. Energy dissipation by the radiating non-radiative process. Energy dissipation by radiative and non-radiative processes. An activated molecule is formed after the absorption of light irradiating, which may return ground state by dissipating of the energy through two types, non-radiative and radiative. This is the dissipation of the energy. This is the non-radiative and this is the radiative. Two types. This is the non and this is the radiative. Non-radiative are also divided in three parts: internal system crossing and vibrational. Then radiative are also described and split into two parts: fluorescence and the phosphorescence. Dissipation of the energy through radiation process and radiative process can be illustrated through a diagram known as the Jablonski diagram. This is known as Jablonski diagram. This is Jablonski diagram. Here this is the ground state S0. Absorption some photons and go through the excited state like as S1 Vc, S2 Vc, S3. This is the excited state. S1 is the singlet state. And at first absorption from S0 to S1. First, that is the S1, and second is S1 to S0 to S2, and third is the S0 to S3. And after some internal conversion, after IC is internal conversion, and IC and drop out the same position in S0. In this S1 are fall down in S0 known as fluorescence, and T1 is fall down the ground state known as phosphorescence. Here T1, T2 and T3 is there also a state after ISC inter-system conversion. S2 convert into T2 by ISC. and S1 is also converted in T1 by ISC. T2 and T1 by ISC by ISC. ISC means inter-system conversion. After inter-system conversion, S1 is converted into T1 and T1 is also fall down in S0 by phosphorescence. Fluorescence S1 to S0 and phosphorescence S1 to T1 after T1 to S0. Here IC is internal conversion, ISC inter-system crossing, and OEC is the vibrational cascade. Now we discuss radiative process. These transitions involve return to activated molecules from excited state S1 and triplet excited state T1 to GS ground state S0. These involve the emission of the radiation and are following two types. The first is the fluorescence, second is the phosphorescence. We already discussed in previous diagram by the intersystem crossing and intercrossing IC and ICS. Fluorescence, that is the transition from S1 to S0, is known as fluorescence. It is a low transition and occur in about 10 to power minus 6 seconds. And phosphorescence, transition from triplet excited state T1 to ground state S0, is slow and forbidden and is known as phosphorescence. Lifetime of phosphorescence is much longer, is the order of 10 to power minus 3 second or greater. The reason for which is that the transitions involve spin inversion which needs time. Both fluorescence and the phosphorescence are the shorter frequencies as compared to incident light because some part of energy absorption dissipated in the form of heating during radiation process. Absorption spectra. Due to internal collision, absorption spectra of substance is not in the form a fine line, rather broad spectra bands are obtained which contain many unresolved lines. Absorption peak are in form of the Gaussian profile. Given in figure, which is the graph plotted between molar excitation coefficient and absorption frequency. Absorption frequency in centimeter inverse. Absorption is indicate integrated absorption coefficient A, which is given this formula. A is equals to integral band to epsilon d nu bar. Unit integrated system coefficient dm cube per mole centimeter inverse square centimeter minus 2. If absorption band is given by Gaussian shape, then A is equals to integral band and epsilon d nu bar is equals to 1.06 epsilon max delta nu half. Here equation number 2, delta nu bar half is band width at half of the maxima of extinction coefficient. Now we discuss Franck-Condon principle. Franck-Condon principle states that the absorption quantum of light will occur rapidly even with respect to molecular vibration. Nuclear position do not change during excited process. Okay, we discuss Franck-Condon principle in next lecture. Thank you so much.